Hello everyone, welcome to Education KA channel. Today I have one exercise light on the screen. Evaluate is resonate equal 3 over 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus 4 over 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus 4 factorial plus until plus 2022 over 2020 factorial plus 2021 factorial plus 2022 factorial. Before go to the solution, I promise you to like, share and subscribe my channel and go to this lesson together. Step 1. We see that 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial and this 3. We know it 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then this 3 too. We see it like the sequence. It's more than 1. So I can write it this form. Okay. You can write n plus 2 over n factorial plus n plus 1 factorial plus n plus 2 factorial. Okay, let's see it like this, right? And this, okay, is equal n plus 2 and you can write equal over n factorial plus n plus 1 in time n factorial n plus 2 time n plus 1 in time n factorial. You see it's n factorial, right? So I can take it out. Okay, we get n plus 2 over 1. When we take n factorial out, we get 1 plus n plus 1. When we take n factorial out, we also get n plus 1. And this also we get n plus 2 times n plus 1 n was times n factorial. And then we get again y equal n plus 2 over, let me see, 1 plus n plus 1. You can write n plus 2, 1 adding 1 equal 2. So n plus 2 plus n plus 2 times n plus 1 and all time n factorial. And then let me see. Now this n plus 2 and this n plus 2. So we get it out. And we get n plus 2 over n plus 2. Sorry, it is n plus 2 times, we take n plus 2 out, we get 1 plus, and we take n plus 2 out, we get n plus 1. So we write n plus 1 all time n factorial. And then we get n plus 2 over, and is n plus 2 times time n plus 2 n time n factorial. So we can see n plus 2 and this n plus 2, and we can simplify it, and we get 1 over n plus 2 times n factorial. And then I can write it, n plus 1 over n plus 2 times n plus 1 times n factorial. You see, it is n plus 1. We simply with n plus 1 and we get the expression like before. So I can write equal n plus 2 minus 1 over n plus 2 factorial, and I can write it equal n plus 2 over n plus 2 factorial minus 1 over n plus 2 factorial, and we get equal n plus 2 over, I can write it, n plus 2 times n plus 1 factorial minus 1 over n plus 2 factorial, and then we get this n plus 2 and n plus 2, we can simply it, we get 1 over n plus 1 factorial minus 1 over n plus 2 factorial. And also we get n plus 2 over n factorial plus n plus 1 factorial plus n plus 2 factorial equal 1 over n plus 1 factorial minus 1 over n plus 2 factorial. So we use that form. So we use the form to solve this expression. So we can say that 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial. So I can replace n by 1. If n equal 1, we get 3 over over 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial is equal, and this 1 over, we replace n by 1 plus 1, we get 2 factorial minus 1, and this we replace n by 1, we get 1 plus 2 equals 3 factorial. Okay, we write it 3 factorial, and then if n equal to, we get 4 over 1 factorial. Okay, sorry, not 1 factorial, it's 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus 4 factorial equal 1, and then I place n by 2, we get 2 plus 1 equal 3 factorial, and you can write it 3 factorial minus 1 over this. I can replace, and by 2 we get 2 plus 2 equal 4 factorial. We write it 4 factorial, and then if we replace n until n equal 20 and 20, so we get 20 and 22 over 20 and 20 factorial plus 20 and 21 factorial plus 20 and 22 factorial. It equals 1 over, and this n we replace by 20 and 20 plus 1, we get 20 and 21 factorial minus 1 over this. I replace n by 20 and 20, so we get 20 and 20 plus 2, we get 20 and 22 factorial. Okay, if we sum both sides of those equations, okay, sum both sides, okay, sum both sides of this equation, of this equation, okay, we get, okay, we get A. So we see is I sum this with this and this part, okay, this part plus the part plus blah 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 until plus the part, we get equal expression A, and we write it expression A equal, we see the right side is minus 1 over 3 factorial, and this 1 over 3 factorial, and I can simply it, and this simply it, and 1 over 4 factorial, we simply with blah 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 and blah blah blah, we can simply with 1 over 21 factorial, and then we get A equal 1 over 2 factorial minus 1 over 22 factorial. Thus we get A equals 1 over 2, because 2 factorial equal 2 minus 1 over 2022 factorial. And this is our solution. Okay, don't forget subscribe and share this video for more exciting video for learn later. Goodbye.